your Michigan Wolverines survived this past weekend in a game against Rutgers, 20-13. Now, Rutgers is a better football team than I thought they were. They were a good defense, not a good offense, but yeah, they scored more points in the second half than we did. They had more yards, more everything in the second half because we only had 3 first downs, right? So what happened in this game is what I've been talking about all season. When it comes down to the running game, we're going to be good. We're going to try to run on anybody. Our offensive line is elite, so that's our advantage in most games that we can run the football. And Michigan wants to run the football. Michigan wants to be aggressive, wants to be very physical, and that's what Jim Harbaugh's teams over the years and whatever in San Diego State, Stanford, and now in San Francisco at times, and now here, he wants to run the ball. We all know that. But it comes a time when you're going to have to throw. And I kept saying it, and everybody kept telling me, hey, man, don't worry about the passing game. We can pass, we can pass, we can pass. I said, and my whole thing was, what's the evidence that Cade McNamara can survive a football game with just his arm? I understand last year he did it against Rutgers in spot duty because he had to come off the bench because Joe Milton was bad in that game. And I understand all that. But he's the leader. He's the starting quarterback. Teams are preparing for you now. And we don't know much about him as far as what happens when adversity strikes in the football game because they're not letting him throw the ball. We've played 4 games, and in 2 of those games, they pretty much told him no more passes. And in this game in particular, he missed some throws. That was the alarming thing in this game is that he did get hit pretty hard in the roughing the passer, and seemed to be rattled. I don't know if he was rattled, if he was concussed or whatever the case may be, but he was not the same quarterback that he was in the first half than he was in the second half. Like he was very accurate. He had some very good passes in the first half. In the second half, he was just not good. Like he skipped some balls. He misread some guys. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if they decided, hey, he is hurt or whatever the case may be. We're not going to throw it. But hey, man, we got to get the passing game going. You're not going to win the national championship just running the ball. That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. That was my whole point. People kept telling me, man, just take the big check. Man, I get it. I don't know one person that's upset that their team's undefeated. I'm not upset my team's undefeated. My whole thing is I could critique my team by looking at it and saying, hey, man, in an era of run and shoot, spread offenses, why are we not throwing the football? Like that is weird to me. That is weird. And then on the other hand, you got Rutgers who can't throw the football, and our defense was playing some very soft off coverage. Like there are some things in this game. Now, mind you, I'm not worried about the defense. I thought the defense played great, especially those young guys towards the end of the game. Josh Frost was out, and those young kids stepped up and did one hell of a job to get us the victory. They are the reason why we won this football game. But what I'm saying is, there were some things in this game that really just threw me off. And I don't know if it's Michigan being hard-headed and saying, hey, we're going to just run the ball. Not just run the ball inside. And they were just clamping. They were putting everybody in the box and saying, run, throw it. And Michigan was like, no, we're going to keep running it inside. We're going to keep running it inside. And it's like, okay, well, if you're going to run the ball, which I think you shouldn't do, why don't you bounce it to the outside? Have some outside runs. Have some reverses as we used in the first 3 weeks that we didn't use in that much. And I seen a stat today that was very alarming that the tight ends played absurdly more snaps than the wide receivers did. Like it wasn't bad weather. It wasn't like slippery ball. That is crazy to me. Like, we are going to play Wisconsin this week in the House of Horrors. We have not won there since 2001. Now, we have not played there every other year or anything like that, but that's 20 years ago. And Wisconsin is one of those places where you play, and it's like, man, if we don't start good, this game is not going to go well. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being very nervous, how nervous I am about this game, I'm about a 4 because I see the talent that we have. We have elite talent. We just got to use them. Now, they are not giving up no rushing yards. The number one rushing team in the NCAA, they can give up a bunch of yards in 2-3 games and still will be number one. That's how far away. That's how far they are from anybody else. I think that in order to win this game, we are going to have to hit some big plays in the passing game, and hopefully, if you want to run the ball, fine. But let's make the passing. I mean, let's make the play calling half and half, 50% runs, 50% passes. Make it even, man. That's all I really want to see. This is going to be an interesting game because Wisconsin's defense is pretty good, rushing defense wise. Their offense is pretty bad. The quarterback might be worse than McNamara's. I know. Matter of fact, I know he's worse than McNamara. And so our defense, all that soft coverage bullshit we've been playing, let's stop that. Like, let's get in these dudes' face and make them throw the ball the way everybody else did. Everybody else is pressuring those guys all game long. Like, you can't throw. You can't. Your guys can't beat us on the outside. I don't want to see our cornerbacks playing 10 yards off and just letting them dink and dunk their way down the field, because that's going to gain them momentum on the road for a team that sucks. And I don't care how bad they are. If they get momentum and their crowd's going crazy, that can get them a rhythm. And you never know, man. I predict a two touchdown win in this game. But if I told you I wasn't a little bit slightly nervous about this, I'll be lying to you guys. I am only nervous because I don't know what the play calling is going to be on Saturday. That's my only thing. Play calling is making me nervous right now. Noon kickoff, Fox. It's a big one, man. Wisconsin, man. Camp Randall. It always seems to be something about that place. I'm going to watch how the defense starts off. If the defense starts off flying around very aggressive and keeping us in the game, I think that will allow the offense to get a rhythm, to get many chances they can. If we get stops on defense, get their offense as many chances as possible, and gain a rhythm offensively. Again, I don't think Wisconsin is a good football team. I just think that we're playing in Wisconsin, and a house of horrors, man. If this game was in Ann Arbor, I would have no worries. I think we won by 3 touchdowns, maybe more. And but since this is Cade McNamara's first true road start, Now remember, he didn't play much last year, so this is his true first road start. Camp Randall. This is going to be crazy. Let the guy get some easy passes to start the game, gain a rhythm, and let's go beat the hell out of these dudes, man. Hey, Michigan, make me proud, baby. Saturday, noon. I'll be watching. See y'all next time, man. Peace.